Hi, I'm going to give you as detailed of a explanation as I can. However, I'm going to openly admit I don't know the complex mechanisms that happen with the skill that I'm about to teach you. And that skill is how to grow a fruit tree from a seed. And I have two little seeds here, my little peach maracas. They have seeds inside of the peach shell, or whatever you want to call it. Peaches are stone fruit, and they're called stone fruit because they have big old pits. I got these pits because one time I was walking through Portland, and I saw this peach tree, and I was like, oh, is that a peach tree? I kind of want to eat a peach. But I was like, I'm not going to eat that because it's just a fruit on a tree that I don't even know if it's a peach. And I was walking with these Romanian girls, and I was like, well, if they eat it, maybe I'll eat it. So they were my test subjects. And they started eating them, and they said they had these peaches in Romania, and so I started eating them. And I saved my seeds because I think it's kind of interesting to try and grow fruit trees from seed, because it's actually, it's not an easy process. Yeah, and when you go to the store and you buy a fruit tree, like let's say you want to cheat and you buy a fruit tree, if you want to be a cheater, you're not actually buying a full-blown, purebred fruit tree per se. You're actually getting a fruit tree limb that has been grafted onto a maple or oak tree's root system. So you're getting two for the price of one. If you ask me, that's a steal of a deal. So back on point though. We're going to start with the step-by-step process of how to grow said fruit tree from little baby seed. You're going to start by eating your fruit and then drying it out. And if you have, let's say, an apple, your seed doesn't really need to dry out for that long, and you don't need to get through a shell like stone fruit. I think cherries are stone fruit as well, but you don't need to crack a shell on that one. Those seeds can just go right in water, which is the step that you should do. After drying out your seed, you want to get the seed out of the shell or whatever you want to do with it. Just get the seed. All right, guys? Get the seed. And then dunk it in some water and let it soak up the water for a little bit. And it's going to swell because it's absorbing a lot of water, because it's kind of essentially you've simulated a drought for that seed, so it's shriveled up and shrunken. It's kept all of its important nutrients, but it's shriveled up and shrunken. And then you soaked it in water, and it's like, whoa, water! It's soaking it all up. And it's like, all right, I'm gonna get down to business. But before your seed can get down to business, it has to experience something equivalent to or akin to a winter period. And what this does is simulates the seasons, so the seed knows whatever level of consciousness a seed can exhibit. It knows that once winter happens, spring is going to come. So you get that wet seed, you have that big swollen wet seed, you wrap it in a wet paper towel, and you put it in the freezer for 2 to 4 months, or a really cold refrigerator. Ideally, you want to have your seed within the range of 20 to 35 degrees-ish. I can't say exactly the temperature. Like I said, I don't know the extremely detailed process, and I don't want to do a works cited page. So it's partly me being lazy. But I do know what I'm talking about, for the most part. So once you put it in the freezer or a really cold fridge, sorry, my laptop's shutting off. Once you put it in the freezer or really cold fridge for a while, you're going to want to keep checking up on it, in case one of them has gone moldy and, isn't going to make it. A lot of them aren't going to make it, to be honest. It's a really hard process. That's why most chain stores put them, onto root systems. They graft. Anyways, back to the main point, because I got 1 more minute left, and we're going to try to make this quick. You're going to keep on checking it, and once it sprouts a little thingy, like a little sprout, you're going to want to take it out, put it in some soil that's warm, moist, and well-drained, because you don't want any fungal growth. Then you're going to put it under a grow light for a little while. It's going to sprout some roots, then it's going to sprout a little tree. You're going to want to keep it inside for a little while even more until the season changes to a warmer season. Then you're going to bring it outside, but you're not going to bring it outside and keep it outside. You're going to have to get it used to the sun, because when it's not used to the sun, the rays from the sun are different from the rays of the grow light you kept it in, and those rays will damage the tree. And then you're going to want to get your tree used to, you're going to want to tan your tree basically. And once your tree is nice and tan, you can leave them outside and plant them on a nice sunny slope so there's no water buildup for frost. and there's no fungal buildup from too much water. Anyways, yeah, that's how you do it, guys. So get yourself a little peach seed and start.